I'm looking at it now. I'm just like, oh, that it's still there.
Yeah, it's really out of date. No, I know. For those who are just listening in, welcome to Zotian Epoch episode 39. Shit, we're at 39. Um, and yeah, we were just talking about some jazz, and I totally just spaced. Give me a second. Um, oh, we were talking about the intro. That's what Sean was talking about. Yes, the credits do need to be updated. We've even changed the letter of Zotian Epoch to a Z, because I got tired of thinking about the letter X, thanks to a certain disgusting man that owns a lot of shit on this planet. Um, let's get let's get going. So, I'm gonna grab some music and so the party. If either player would like to discuss the last session, feel free to bring up, or I can do a quick summary. Also, hello there,
Um,
transcendent creators. Welcome on in.
let's see. We came into a dungeon in a theater city, basically, and we came across some skellies. Um, they didn't survive long. Then we came across a dude in a prison cell. We managed to get him out of the prison cell. Um, we were doing some other explorations of this dungeon to see what was around, what might be hidden within these underground passageways of all that stuff. We managed to make it across several, not traps, but puzzles. That's the word I was looking for. Puzzles. And
Effectively, yeah.
we yeah, we managed to get through them relatively easily enough for the most part. And now we are running into something. Something was going on. I don't remember the specifics of what because it's been a little while.
Yeah, no worries.
Um, um, yeah, that's all I got.
Sweet. So, to be clear, the person that we did rescue was a player for a session. Unfortunately, situations out of both of our control has made it to where they will not be returning. However, the wizard that they have rescued is still present at the moment. He was studying in a university in a far off land and was in the middle of figuring out some portal spells and got trapped in this dungeon for an unknown amount of time, but a very long time. I need to sneeze.
Even he doesn't know how long it's been.
Yes, as time was passing in a very odd way, in the sense that he was not aging or anything. So, and it's a very dull dungeon while no one was there, as it had been sitting for perhaps hundreds of years, maybe longer, with a bunch of undead. So the players have gone down here at the behest of Avled the Hungry, who set them out on this quest in order to secure him something that would be useful to his endeavors, to build trust and to build um, a financial relationship between the two parties. We'll say. Um, and the let's bring everyone to the map. Oh my god, my cat is being very naughty. Just a moment. Yeah, get down. Sorry about that. So the cat decided to get up in the stuff that they're not meant to get up into. Um, Introing this great. So the players are in the dungeon at the moment, so let's just head on in there and get cracking. If I can figure out which map it is, I have a lot of them now. That is not a map that is current. Here we go. Okay. And for those wondering, on the map here, this puzzle is indicating certain tiles that are floating in space that they have uncovered through a magical rune system. However, they have gone. We'll get back to that if they choose to go that way again. But they have uncovered the center of the dungeon in which there is a pool. The wizard has stepped into the pool, and I need to switch up the music real quick and get into it. Players, you do have the floor if you would like it. I just need to find our music. Let's see, where is it? I find it. Oh, here it is. Okay. As you see the wizard ahead of you step into the pool, get the camera down there so it works better. As you see your new wizard friend step into the pool, he begins glowing with a yellow light, unnatural, coming from the ceiling above you. It seems to get brighter as he is standing there waiting around in it. Leo, I see that you're standing on the edge of it. Would you like to do anything, roll perception or anything like that?
Certainly.
Okay.
Oh, right. Where's my dog?
He is hanging out with Crasted right now. Because there was a rope that they were using to keep you guys safe.
I think at the end of the last session, we agreed to sort of move Crasted and
over to the spot. Basker. You're right. You're right. We did.
Over to this spot. No.
You are correct. Thank you.
I've forgotten your dog's name. Basker, you said?
Yes, as in the Baskerville Hound.
Yeah, gotcha.
Or basking in the sun. That's what my brain does, but I don't know anything about a Baskerville Hound.
It's a story by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and I think it's Sherlock Holmes story.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes, yeah.
So, Leo, before you stepped into that, you rolled a fantastic perception check. As you're stepping down into it, you notice that the water is tingling with a soothing, almost like a balm that you may have rubbed on a wound in the past that had a cooling effect. It has that sort of herbal Sherlock the puppy. Yes. It feels like a soothing balm on your cuts and wounds as you're stepping into the water. Ahead of you, the wizard in the center begins kind of lifting off the ground. You can see that he's not swimming in any fashion, but his feet are starting to lift off of the floor of the pool itself. His dwarven figure ever so slightly hovering above the ground there. He looks concerned, but mostly curious. The ceiling around you is made of stonework in a mosaic pattern, not necessarily depicting anything that you would recognize, but there is no lantern in the center of the ceiling. Light is just emanating from it. There's no crack showing light from the sun or anything like that.
Is it a stone that's exuding this light, or is the light just there?
It's as if the light is floating below the stone, like an inch or two. It looks as if a lamp would be sitting there, but you do not see a lamp. It's not a flame. It's more similar to the sun.
Interesting. Hey, does this? Hey, Samira, come check this out too. I don't get this.
Samira, as you step into the water, you also feel these same sensations. Any cuts and wounds and bruises that you have are starting to tingle and almost have this stinging but soothing, cooling effect. Said but I didn't mean to say anything else. Sorry about that.
Let's see. I'll give this a try. This might be useful. Let me try my divine sense
Okay.
here. It would let me sense creatures that are celestials, fiends, or undead. But additionally, I can detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated.
The location you are in, the water, the room, and the ceiling, and especially the light source, is indeed consecrated.
I will tell Leo I believe this is a holy place.
Huh.
Leo, you don't know a whole much about holy or religion. Samira does through her. Samira does through her her past and certain things that she has encountered in her travels. Samira, this is not something you encounter very often at all. Usually, it's within ruins of something very old.
Is there... About how deep does this water go, out of curiosity?
On you, Leo, it would be about waist height. At the center.
Oh,
you're
is difficult terrain.
Yeah, you're currently up to your knees, being on the edge there.
So Muriel is almost drowning. Got it?
Yeah, his head's above water, and he's begun to float a little bit. Could be just his natural buoyancy. And he's mostly under the water.
How tall is Leo, for reference?
He's let me check.
5'5".
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, okay. So it would not quite come up to Samira's waist then, I don't think.
Is she really tall?
She's 6 foot something. Might be 6 foot even, might be 6'2". I can't remember if I've specified.
Yeah, I don't see anything in her bio. But yeah, it is up to Leo's chest. If you were to walk into the center.
Alrighty.
It is currently just up to your knees right now.
Taking a look inside the water, like, Leo put his head under the water and look around. Is there anything of note in the water?
Give me investigation, please.
Ugh.
It's pretty hard to see down there. You have one eye, and the water is somewhat murky, and it's just blurry. The ground seems to be sand.
Can he like reach his hand into the sand and like pull some up?
Sure. As you do that, you feel what feels like the sand at a beach, at an ocean. And you pull it up and you have this muddy clump in your hand. It's sifting through your fingers just like any other sand. As Muriel is floating there, he begins to kind of look around with concern, looks back at you guys, and starts to float up a little bit further. Clearly not his natural buoyancy. He has a worried look on his face, but definitely curious. Assuming you two don't do anything, he continues to lift up out of the water. He is now about waist height. His hair is starting to stand on end as if he is receiving an electric charge.
That doesn't look good. Hey, Muriel, let's cross this. Let's get out of here. I get this place is like holy or whatever, but we probably shouldn't stick here too long.
He agrees, and as you wade past him, he tries to swim with you guys, and he cannot move. He seems to be pulled back to the center.
I'm gonna see if I can get hold of Marielle and maybe pull him free of whatever's.
Yeah, I'd like you to make an athletics save. Excellent. Okay. As he's floating up and you try to grab him, Samira, you can feel that energy coursing through him as it begins pulling up against you. And yet, with your strength, you're able to bring him back down with great effort, actually. It may be one of the heaviest objects you've moved or lifted in a while, and that includes the rocks that you used to open up the dungeon. You sort of fall back into the water, and Muriel lands with you, pulled away from the center. I need you both to roll a 2d6, please. I guess since he's not here, I will do it for him. You may add 7 health to your character sheet.
Nice. That's gonna top me out.
Okay. Muriel and yourself are now free and can move.
Samira will sort of steer clear of the center. Can I see if there's like a bank past these rocks?
Yeah, the goofy ass map doesn't let me show this part. But actually I could take the camera around, you could see it. It's literally just dirt.
Might don't know if I am actually able to climb up out of the pool.
You can't. So the pool fills the entire room. Sorry if that's what you were asking. It is shallow though. It's up to about knee height at the edge of the water.
Okay. Well, I
There is
will
no dry
avoid
spot in
the
this
center.
room. Okay.
Gotcha. I will avoid the center just to be safe.
Perhaps wise. Leo, as you
Well, we found. Yeah, go ahead.
as you approach that that room, it's the same wet and musty room that you found earlier in the dungeon crawl.
Hmm. Leo looks around inside said room. There was something in here, right? Like we recalled there was something or another in this room.
Some sort of creature.
As you say that, you do hear wriggling around in the water in front of you. It is the ground in front of you is noticeably, or sorry, the water in front of you is noticeably disturbed, along with the algae as creatures are swimming about inside.
Uh, uh, Leo's gonna pull out his quarterstaff and like tap into the water.
All right, I'm gonna just a second. I'm gonna need you to
He's
make
also
a sleight of hand. Oh, go ahead.
he's mostly trying to check it like the depth. 17.
Okay, so you are able to stick your staff in there. Is it a staff or a cane or sword? I can't remember what you said.
It's a quarterstaff.
Quarterstaff, for sure. As you put your quarterstaff down into it to see if you can check the water, it goes down rather deep. It would swallow the quarterstaff if you let it kept going. However, one of the creatures under the water comes at it very fast, and with your deft ability, you're able to pull the quarterstaff out just in time as some jaws that are difficult to make out in this dim, murky room try to snatch at your quarterstaff while it's mostly still underwater, and you're able to pull it out.
Does Leo get a good look at whatever these things are?
You can roll me investigation.
Estimation.
You do not get a good look.
13?
You don't get a good look at what it is. It seems to be quite large.
Hmm.
At least the size of you and your compadres.
Leo takes a step back. Nope, not going this way. We should not go in here. Whatever that is, fuck that noise. Nope. No.
Is it...
It's bigger than me, and it's in water that is deeper than the pool we just came from. We're going to be swimming in that muck and mire, and I am already wet. And I don't like being wet. Makes my bandages all sticky. And
Understandable.
whatever that is over there, it has teeth. I saw teeth. And
We'll
in
have
water deeper than what we just passed through, it's not going to be an easy as he kind of looks back at it as he's keeping an eye on the water. Conflict.
Leo, I'm imagining your quarterstaff is shorter than you. Is that not true?
No, it's taller. It's like
Okay.
6 feet.
Okay, so your quarterstaff would not be swallowed by the pool in front of you.
Oh.
The water is about as deep as the pool you just went through at its deepest point.
Yeah, it just heads off super deep, like right off the bat. So it would be like
Yes. Yes.
how it would be chest height for Leo, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
Or higher.
Yeah. You'd have your head and arms above water.
Yeah, I don't want to swim in that.
I would rather not swim in that myself. But I do have some concern about spending any more time on the bridge thing than is absolutely necessary.
Well, when it comes to the bridge thing, all we have to do is just go past it now. There's more. There is a bunch more uh, past that bridge. Like a lot more.
True, but the if any one thing goes wrong and one of us falls and can't be caught, well, I like my
Well,
chances with whatever's in there than gravity.
I won't say you're wrong. That is true. Um,
It is very difficult to balance on unstable platforms in full plate armor.
Yeah.
you are not wrong about that, and that is completely understandable. I will mention currently we do have a, I don't know, 300-pound metal anchor on one end, and if we aim for the stable ones, we should be able to make it through significantly easier. I did
It's
mark all the stable ones after all.
yeah, it's possible. I I'm
I
just
can go ahead and not I can make it easier for you to make it across with uh by anchoring myself on one side while Karasted is on the other.
is there anything to tie off the rope with on the other side?
I didn't see anything, unfortunately.
The
If we
DM
have to
There
concurs.
cross
there were noises on the other side.
if we have to cross again, I should go first so that we have crasted on solid ground to catch me. And then once I'm on the other side, uh, between Craston and I, we can fairly easily hold uh, you or Mariel up.
Well, in this scenario, we have I guess we have to make a decision. So we have two options. We cross back through the pool of cleansing water and uh, make our way across a bridge of death, essentially. Or we can go take a swim in muck and mire and make it out on the other side after duking it out with whatever's in the water.
Uh, Maybe we can get whatever's in the water to come after us in the hall here.
I mean, if we really want to, we can uh go around. One of us can go back, grab Crasted, and we can bring him over to the other corner over there because it's just around the corner. Everything else is cleared out, so it wouldn't take terrible amount of time. It would just be somebody would have to go across the bridge, tell Carasted, hey, go around, and then meet back up over there
Look,
on
Crasted
the
is
other
already
side.
on this side of the bridge with us.
He's on the other side of the pool right now with Basker.
Yeah.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
I can't see him.
Oh.
He's just out of line of sight, I think. Yeah.
I'm just going to move just to see.
No,
Huh?
no, he's on the other side of the pool. The one that you just
North.
came from.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he climbed across. God damn it, Carasted.
No,
That's how
that was that was
we
last at the end of last session.
yeah, we had discussed
Oh, I
him and
forgot.
Basker making their way over, and then at the start of the session, Noxie reminded me.
Yep.
Right. I forgot. My bad.
That's all good. It's I will
Well,
say,
anyways,
like, not that I'm supposed to interject, but like he is in a position to assist where he is at the moment. He's on solid ground.
oh, yeah. Sorry. I gotta. Oh, yeah. No, I already took care of that. Good. So we have two choices. We go back and we cross the bridge of death, or we swim in a pool of muck.
Muck is unpleasant, but can be cleaned if we can deal with whatever's swimming in it. Before we have to jump in ourselves.
Do we got anything piercing wise? I ain't got anything that's good for piercing. Oh, I got a rapier. That'll work.
We picked up a bunch of javelins, didn't we?
I don't know where the javelins came from, and I do not have any in my inventory.
Did you purchase some, Samir?
I didn't. But Leo asked if Samira wanted some javelins when last time we were shopping.
Strength-based characters like javelins.
Yeah, I don't remember selling javelins to you. It may have been mentioned, but not actually gone through. Because I always add to inventory right away. Like, I don't sit on that. It's either like as we're playing or right after session. Plus, I write it down in my notes, and I don't remember any javelins being bought.
Let's see. I've got the message in the Discord linked.
Oh, there is? Okay, sick.
Oh.
I did. Okay. Sweet. Thank you for calling me out, and I'm glad I wrote it down, because that's what I mean.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what the log is there for.
Exactly. Yeah. I will make sure you have javelins. Yeah. Was it you, Samira, that bought them? Or did you buy them from
It was
multiple?
Leo. Leo bought them,
Oh,
But
okay.
I guess they just never got added to anyone's inventory. I suppose they were for Samira,
They were? Okay.
so
No
they could go
problem.
into Samira's inventory. That's easy enough.
Yeah, stack of 10 javelins for you. That should help, because javelins are not at disadvantage in the water.
Yep.
Um,
There you are. Thank you for catching that.
Yeah. All right.
Oops, I
So,
just closed my notes.
Javelins in hand. Um,
You want to try spearfishing?
Give it a try.
Okay.
I will step to the front here, past Leo. I will sort of brace myself against the wall a bit,
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna sort of watch the water for a bit. Kind of just watching for movement.
Okay. I'm gonna want you to roll a survival check then.
Sure.
As you are effectively fishing.
How's a 13?
Dean, you're having trouble seeing what's under the water in these conditions.
Hmm.
You can tell there's
I
movement,
think.
but nothing clear enough to make an attack, from your estimation.
Okay, I think what I will say then is, Leo,
Hmm.
take a piece of dried meat from our rations and toss it onto the surface of the water just in front of me.
Leo will do so. Yeah. He'll toss it like here.
Okay.
Sure. Yep.
You toss it there, and you see the piece of meat as it lands on the water and begins to sink down. It quickly gets sucked down by something. Nothing reveals itself.
I think when I see that, I will take the chance and huck a javelin.
All right, roll attack.
I will. I would assume this will be a disadvantage.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. That's probably not going anywhere then. 7.
Nope. The javelin sinks into the water, and you see scurrying from that spot, and right next to your right foot there, right here, something jumps from the wall deeper into the water.
Jumps from the wall.
I don't mean like the wall above the water, I mean like it was right next to you, waiting.
Okay.
It moves away from the wall under the water.
I see, I see. Mm. Well, we could try again. Seems like there's, whatever's in there, there's more than one of it.
Yes, yes.
Hey, Muriel,
Yes?
You got a snap your fingers clean spell. I don't know what it's
Ooh.
called. I saw another friend of ours did it though. But
Prestidigitation.
that one, that fun word. You got
For-
that?
Unfortunately, I have not mastered the art of prestidigitation.
Yeah.
I tend to enjoy my battles.
I don't think I'll enjoy this one.
He looks over into the water past your shoulders. Unlikely.
Well, what are you thinking, Samira? We want to? I can jump in there. I'm not gonna enjoy it, but I can jump in there.
No, I'd rather not jump in without having some idea of what is in there and how many.
You do know there are at least two.
At least.
Well, if I do it right, I can get to the center up there, and then I can move around to the corner as quick as I possibly can. Shouldn't. That should be enough for me to at least pull some attention on whatever is in the water and maybe give me a chance to like pull something out, I guess. And while you're here, you can throw a javelin at whatever's behind me or on top of me or whatever.
The javelin becomes less safe of an option if whatever it is on top of you,
Mm-hmm.
This is
grabbing
true.
onto you.
This is true. But I trust you, so
I
even if you do hit me, I won't blame you. Not the first
that's
time I've been stabbed by somebody.
that's a conversation we may have to table for later. It's it's not the blame that concerns me exactly.
What is it
Huh.
that concerns you?
Well, I'd just rather not stab you.
Well, that's fair. Uh, anyways, would you like to try that plan?
I would like to add a detail based on your survival check there, Samira. You're pretty sure that
Sure.
whatever's in the water is not a fish.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm worried that it might be something that could grab onto you and pull you under.
Oh, it probably is. I have no doubt.
Right. Well, drowning is an unpleasant way to die.
I can assume that it is. Um, I can hold my breath for a good few minutes, I think. Yeah, 3 minutes. I can hold my breath for 3 minutes.
Well, I
Plus,
s-
I don't intend to stay in the water. I am going to jump as far as I can and then immediately swim over to the other side over there uh, as quickly and expediently as possible.
I will point out that does mean that if we need to abandon this room, you will have to either swim back across or use the bridge.
I don't mind using the bridge. If we have to abandon this room, we're going to have to cross that bridge when we get to it, anyways.
Yeah.
That's true enough.
We
I
either solve this problem here or go back and deal with a problem behind us.
Mariel, you have some ranged ability, right?
I do, yes.
All right. Well, Leo, you go ahead, and Muriel and I will.
Alrighty.
Be ready for whatever comes after you.
All right. So technically, while the position of the map is not going to be accurate, uh, Leo is going to do a little bit of a running jump past where Samira currently is and try to land here or here in the water
Okay.
and then immediately swim over here.
All right. To do that, I'm gonna need you to make an athletics check, please.
Okay.
Okay.
12.
You managed to get here.
I think I would like to note that as he is jumping, Samira's sort of pressing up against the wall to let him by, but then as soon as he's past her, she's got a javelin ready
Okay.
for whatever might pop out of the water.
Muriel is right behind you and reaching around you to cast spells to your side, and is also ready. Leo, as you land into the water, two creatures on either side of you, here and here, begin attacking you. Their gnashing, tentacly jaws full of teeth snapping at you. And I'm going to need everybody to roll for combat. Initiative, that's what it's called.
Roll for initiative.
Oh, hold on. Old initiative is there still. Sorry about that. Okay, go for it.
Wow.
That's rough.
Tough luck. Leo, the creature next to you, adept and prepared in the water and ready to engage you, reaches up out of the water and dives at you.
Oh god, not a Grick.
Hmm. 12 hit. Leo.
12 does not hit.
Okay. How about a 13?
Also no.
As the creature rears its ugly head up and out of the water, there are no eyes, there are no arms or fins or anything. It seems to be a massive worm as its head splits open, and there are tentacly wisps that are lined with teeth, and on the end are sharp points as they try to snatch at you and attack you. Possibly by how rapid it was that you appeared out of the air and into the water, it may have startled it, and it manages to miss you on either side. You know that there's another one right next to you under the water. Just a moment. Let's see. Okay. Under the water, you notice more swimming as a creature moves through and gets close to Samira and Leo. Oh, what did I just do? Oh my god. Stood there. Oh wait, no, that would have been... I'm sorry, I'm fooling. Forgot how to run Foundry for a second. Don't mind me. So Mira, this one is attacking you as it saw that there are creatures coming out of the hallway here, and it's trying to grab whatever feast it can grab next. It reaches out with its tentacled face, full of teeth and spines. Does a 22 hit?
22 does hit.
That will be a 7 damage.
Okay.
As it's attacking you, the center of its mouth seems to be a bird-like beak that begins stabbing at you as well, in addition to those tentacles full of teeth. Does a 16 hit?
16 does not hit. And I should ask, has it been an in-game hour since our last encounter?
With the bridge or with the skeletons?
With the skeletons.
I would say it has.
Okay, then I'm going to... I will not make the concentration check. I need to... How do I end a concentration?
Oh, I can do it.
Break concentration.
Oh,
I've got
okay.
it.
Cool.
That was hanging around from last time, but
Yeah.
it's all good.
If it was the bridge, I'd say, yeah, you're fine, but since it was all the way back then, no. It's been long enough.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Seeing that this is... Yeah. Whose turn is it now?
It's yours.
Perfect. Seeing that this is a bit bigger than even what I was thinking it might be, I think I will ditch the javelin I had ready, and instead, I will fire an Eldritch Blast at the one that is attacking Leo.
Okay.
Target it. Does an 18 hit?
Definitely. Nice nat 20, by the way. Or, I assume it was. Why was it green? The heck?
I don't know.
That's very weird.
It was not a... Yeah, it was not a...
I was like, wait a minute, that's not nat 20. I just saw they're green and was like, yeah.
Yeah. 4
cool.
damage.
Got it. It damages the beast, but not very much.
That's all I can really do.
Leo, on your other side, the creature that was under the water pops out and attacks you as well.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
No!
Nice. As
Just
it rears,
barely.
yeah, you manage to dodge the tentacles that begin to split from the end of the worm and reach out and lash at you. After missing this, it tries and gets you with its beaky mouth in the center, and it also manages to miss you. You seem quite deft in the water, seemingly.
Yikes.
It's Muriel's turn. I need to see what he has. Just a minute. Seeing the commotion that's going on, Muriel is going to reach up with his hands to the right side of Samira. I assume you may move a little bit so he has some room. And as he's bringing his hands together, with his staff held at his side, and like in his armpit, his hands begin glowing a blue color, and his hands start freezing over as if he was in the middle of winter. A blast of ice sends out from the center of his palms and smacks into this this foul beast right here next to you. Let's see what happens. It definitely hits. Dang. So, the creature next to you takes 4 damage, but at the same time, oh, I described it that way like a freaking nerd. I say that as we're playing D&D. The water around the worm in front of you begins to get cold. It starts to sludge up. It's not totally frozen, but the creature here is beginning to struggle to move. Where's the thingy? Here it is. Oh, I don't know where difficult terrain is, but it's currently difficult terrain in this particular square. Let me just draw something for that. Nope, hate that. Let's do a square. That'll work. Not to confuse with the other ones. Okay, that's going to be Muriel's turn, unless there's something else I see that he has. Oh, he does. Well, howdy doody. How long does this go? Okay. Muriel will chant some various words that he's been learning, and he will... Oh, what the heck happened with the measurement all of a sudden? My bad. Sorry, folks. That was weird. So Muriel, after he blasts the ground in front of you, or the water in front of you, Leo, he'll turn to the other side where this door is open, and he will chant some things that he's been learning at the university, and will vanish into a blue light and streak across the pool that you're in and appear in this location.
Andy.
He has Misty Step. I don't know what the heck to do with this highlight. Leo, it's your turn.
Alrighty.
You're surrounded on 3 sides.
Leo is. Yep. Leo is going to disengage.
All right.
Then he's going to move over here.
Is that an ability you have to disengage from opportunity attacks?
Disengage is an action is something everyone has. It's only rogues that can disengage as a bonus action.
Okay.
And
There's no
unless they have Sentinel. If they have Sentinel, then I can't disengage. Well, I mean, I can, but like Sentinel bypasses disengage.
Okay.
But it doesn't bypass mobile, but that's a different story entirely.
I'm just brushing up on it right now.
No worries. That...
Yeah, okay. I guess you use your turn to disengage. You're still within fighting range of this one, though. Just so you know. As you probably do.
Yeah, I'll move a little bit further, because 10, 15, 20, 25, yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Um,
I'll take you out of combat unless you
yeah.
plan on doing something more next turn.
No, I have stuff I'm planning on doing next turn. I just didn't want Leo in the water.
Yeah, fair.
And now we know that there are currently 3 opponents. You know, if we try and pull them, we could get all 3 of them.
Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, that was it. That was pretty much all I could do, unfortunately.
Okay.
I can't bonus action attack after I disengage.
No. Alright. It is this creature's turn that you just escaped from, Leo. It's going to do its best to move out of this cold water. And it struggles a little bit, but it makes its way over. And is looking up at you, Leo. It also begins... wait. Hold up. What just happened to the turn order? Because didn't this thing attack you earlier?
Yeah, that was what I was asking.
Yeah. Just a moment.
I was gonna ask about that. I just didn't think.
No, please do.
It made any sense.
Where was this one? Was it above you? Thought it was. It attacked you, then it was your turn, right? Like it was after Muriel?
It attacked me after Samira's turn.
Okay.
Which didn't make sense to me. Mind you, it wasn't on the combat tracker at the time.
Okay. I don't know. Something happened weird with the dice, or the initiative, and then I was like, why is it back? And then I put it at the bottom, and I'm like, wait, that's not right. Sorry about that. So the grit doesn't do anything. Leo doesn't know it as that. It's a worm to you, but yeah. All right. So it's this one's
still
turn.
This guy.
Yeah.
It's that guy's
Thank you.
turn.
I don't know what happened to me. I'm tripping.
Love it if he came after me out of the water.
Oh, this one will. So as it's moving its way up, it starts sliming its way up the wall right here. And instead of like joining you on the ground floor there, it starts to crawl along the wall here. And is right in front of you and is ready to attack. And so it shall.
Dandy.
You notice that as this thing is crawling on the wall, it kind of starts to blend in with the wall as well.
Gross.
23, I imagine hits.
Yeah, that one does hit.
It'll be 12.
Ow.
Yeah. It attacks again with its beak and I believe misses.
Yes.
This one next to you, Samira, is going to do the same attacks. An 8 does not hit you as it bounces right off of your plate armor. You'll notice that it's having trouble attacking you. In fact, it it does so bad it manages to hurt itself in its confusion, and the beak is a little bit damaged from that action. Samira, it is. Wait. Yes, it is now your turn.
Okay. I will switch targets to the one that's close to me.
Okay.
And I will make an attack with Esther.
Pick.
Does a 22
Definitely.
hit?
Yeah.
Let's roll the damage.
Roll
7
it.
damage.
Yeah, you do a decent amount of bloodying to it. It's still very much healthy enough to fight and cause trouble. Yeah, you gave it a good gash.
I will. This is not an official action of any kind.
Sure.
But
Emoting is a free action.
Yeah, I'll just sort of knock my axe against my shield to make a big noise and draw attention, but not in a mechanical way, just roleplay flavor.
Yeah, I got you. As you do this, the sound echoes throughout the room, and there does seem to be a moment of silence and moved attention as you do that.
And that's my turn.
This one over here, noticing that it's being left out of any sort of party and knowing that the walls and such are quite tight in here, it will begin swimming its way over to Muriel, in which it will attack him. Oh my gosh. As it attacks with the tentacles, it gives him a good wallop, and he's starting to hurt. His robes are starting to bleed. Let's see. That hits. Yeah, just in a very short amount of time, you see Muriel become wounded really rapidly. He's definitely hurting right now. And that is the end of that worm's turn. It's now his turn.
Squishy wizards.
Squishy wizards.
Muriel doesn't have another use of Misty Step, does he?
I don't think so. Just a moment. Why did it not work? Oh yeah, okay. So as this attack happens, Muriel begins. He is casting as he's getting wounded, and a shine begins glowing all around him, covering his himself from head to toe, in a shimmering blue aura of some sort. Let's see. He does have one more use of it. Samira, what were you saying about Misty Step?
Well, if he Misty Stepped his way into that problem, he might be able to Misty Step his way out of it and
Y-
behind the
y-
paladin.
Yeah, yeah. Do you shout that to him? Do you communicate that to him?
Sure, yeah. I think Samira will say, just get behind me.
Okay. He'll nod at you, and noticing that he seems slightly overwhelmed by the attack, he's going to do that same effect, and you'll see his light streaking across the room as he ends up over there. And as he lands, he seems somewhat exhausted. He's sweating and like panting. Seems like all this casting is taking a lot out of him. Spend that. That will be Muriel's turn. Leo, it is your go.
Alrighty.
You have a worm on the wall right in front of you, in between you and the water. There is an open hallway behind you.
Alrighty. I guess. Hmm. Alrighty. There we go. That's the thing. There it is. Okay. Sorry, I had to find the right button.
Oh, you're good.
21.
That definitely hits.
Five.
A small but mighty bit of damage to our wormy friends. As you're stabbing at
Alrighty.
the wall that begins to look more like worm, or worm that begins to look more like a wall, you manage to injure it a decent amount.
Alrighty. And offhand dagger.
Dagger bonus, let's go. D8, oh my gosh.
10.
Okay, way more proficient with the dagger. Let's roll with it. As you like stab it with your longsword and kind of find where it's at, you bring out your dagger and give it a real good healthy slash right afterwards, and the thing is dripping blood onto the ground in front of you.
3 damage.
Bonus. What's this one from?
Oh, 1 damage. Sorry.
No, I meant like 2 daggers. How are you doing 2 daggers?
I'm not. It's 1 dagger. Does a 10 hit?
Oh my god, I'm so stupid. What the hell is wrong with me? No, a 10 doesn't hit. You don't hurt it at all.
Oh,
I was like, what the
okay,
fuck
then
is...
never mind.
I'm broken today. I'm so sorry. It's probably the heat. I do live in Seattle, and it's like almost 100 degrees right now, so I think it's getting to my head. I am so sorry. I took the attack roll as a damage roll, like a doofus. Like, I know how to do this.
I wish I could do 10 damage on
I know, I'm all describing it like that, and I'm like, This is a crazy freaking dagger roll. Yeah, no, you do 1 damage to it. Apologies. Oh, jeez.
But a 10 doesn't hit, though.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You don't even do that. Please keep me on my toes
Yeah, I
today.
completely
I'm like
missed.
broken today. I don't know what's going on, so please call me out if you're seeing weird shit. Just a disclaimer.
It's okay.
I swear I'm not
Totally
doing anything
fine.
different than I normally do. Maybe I should go get more water? I don't know. Anyway, what else would you like to do with your turn?
That's it.
Okay.
I got the hit with the longsword. That's good enough.
Alright. So the one that you just attacked is gonna get back at you. A6 does not hit. The second one does, though, I imagine. Does a 20 hit?
Yes, a 20 does hit. Ow,
Okay.
this is gonna suck, isn't it?
Not that bad. As you're slashing and stabbing it, it nips at you, and gives you a little bit of damage. 4. Okay. That is going to be the end of
Alrighty.
that one's turn. Samir, your best wormy friend in front of you. Does the 23 hit?
It does.
Yikes. As the creature reaches up with its tentacles, it manages to start grabbing you in between the breaks in your armor where the pieces connect and starts slashing you in those places. Your character takes 12 damage.
Alright, I am hurt.
It's a 22 hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Well, we'll all be. Gigi, can you stop stepping among all the electronics? Thank you. Bye-bye. Fortunately, this follow-up attack isn't very strong. That definitely is biting.
Alright.
At this moment, you all may be realizing that these creatures are quite powerful, though they can be hurt. Strategizing might be in order. Samira, it is your turn.
Yeah. I don't have a whole lot I can do here.
Running is always an
Suppose-
option. You do have creatures that can follow you on land, though.
Yeah. I think I will say to Miriel, fall back to the pool.
Okay. He can't move until it's his turn, but yeah, he understands.
Yeah. I think I will have to Um, I might not be able to take another hit like that, so I have to choose between disengaging or healing. I think I will choose to heal. I will use 10 points of lay on hands healing on myself.
Okay.
I don't need to roll the healing. It's just 10 points of healing.
It's okay. We love rolling stuff.
Yeah. And then I am going to, let's see. I am going to move back. And so when I leave that space, the creature will get an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Does a 16 hit?
No.
Okay. It misses as you're backing off.
I'm going to fall back to about here, I think.
Okay.
Yep. And I will hold the bottom of the stairs.
Got it.
I think when I said fall back to the pool, I did say it loud enough for Leo to have heard.
I will say that as well.
To fall back to the pool?
Leo doesn't have easy access to the pool, however. He's across the water.
I mostly want Leo to know what's going on in the places that he can't see.
Okay, is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's it for me.
Okay. The creature that is behind is going to follow the action going on, and it begins sliming its way up onto the walls in front of Muriel as well. Definitely hits. Okay. So Muriel is injured pretty severely as the creature reaches up out of the water and begins attacking him. He's bleeding out pretty bad. He has no further defenses against this. The next attack goes right through his magical armor, and he is now nearly dead as the beast tears into him.
Is he down?
He is still standing, but barely.
Okay.
It is now his turn. He's going to disengage. He has a very short walk. Just a moment. He disengages Samira and hops into the pool right past you. Blood is pouring out of him and into the water all around you. It begins turning red with the blood soaking into his clothes and into yours as it pours out into the pool. He's still alive, but barely. Leo, it's your turn.
All right, disengage. Running away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That'll be it.
Okay. Those at home, that is where he is.
Samira said they're pulling back, so I'm pulling back too.
Yeah. Yep. The worm is beginning to crawl after you, but after some time seems to slow down as it begins to hesitate to leave its pool. The one that was still in the pool begins crawling out and chasing after Samira and Muriel. As it gets closer to the pool that you're in, it starts to slow down, recognizing that it's away from its habitat. This one here stays where it's at and is observing at the moment. Samira, you are in the pool and it is your turn.
Let's see.
That doesn't give us enough view of the creature.
I will go ahead and fire another Eldritch Blast at the one I currently have targeted.
Okay. Is that this one?
Yes. Does an 18 hit?
It does.
4 damage.
Okay.
And I will
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll hold my ground here.
Okay. The blast as it shoots at the worm, it seems to have a tougher carcass of or outer shell of any worm you've seen, and the blast seems to like knock the wind out of it, but it sort of dissipates as it hits the worm's exterior. It seems rather tough. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that's it.
The one that's at the end of the hallway, sort of disgruntled, looks back at you all and slides back into the murky water and is no longer part of combat. It is Muriel's turn. As he is rather injured, he is in the water and floating on his back. He begins swimming, kicking his way towards the center of the room, and just lays there as the room's effect seems to cause his bleeding. You'll notice the water that was pooling with red as he swam over there begins to have a bit of clear around his body as the blood is floating further away to the edges of the pool, and he lays there unable to move. Leo, it's your turn.
Let's see. Can't really target it from here with anything. I mean, I could try, but like. Leo will just go up here, go around the corner, and keep an eye on where the worm is.
Okay. You're peering around the corner?
Yeah, I'm seeing what it does.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll perception for me. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
16. I want to do something, but oh, I know. Cure wounds on myself.
All right. 11 points. Hell yeah. As you've receded around the corner, and the creature is over here, you know exactly where it is, and it seems to have halted at this spot and is observing you in return. As you begin to heal up, it just sort of watches in fascination. As best as you can assume, it doesn't have visible eyes. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that'll be it.
Okay. The creature that you're observing, it's its turn. It begins to slither out and look at you, seeming to sniff the air and poke and prod at the walls. It makes a weird hissing gruntle as it recedes back into the crevices of the wall, and you can hear it plop into the water. It is no longer in combat. Samira, the one in front of you seems more determined than the others. It's steadily approaching the water in front of you. It's not ready to attack yet. It seems to hold back from being in the water. And it's threatening you, but it doesn't make any sort of action. Samira, it's your turn.
Just try something wild. Can I kick up some water, splash the creature?
Sure. Go ahead and make an athletics or acrobatics. I don't care which. Nice.
Oh, there's the natural 20.
Just when you need it. As you splash the water on it, it lands on it and it sort of hisses. It's not taking any damage. It's not burning. It's not injured, but it does seem scared and bothered and begins to recede down the hallway. As its beak turns back at you and its tentacles are snapping and the teeth are like grinding together like a greedy fly, it's holding its space.
I will sort of stare it down and hold my ground, and otherwise I don't think I have anything else I can do here.
Would you like to roll intimidation?
Sure. Well,
your
dice luck on splash.
Yeah, your human senses don't seem to affect, or your human sensibilities, or sorry, half-elf sensibilities don't seem to affect the worm at all. It looks at you with indignance.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Mariel is currently floating in the water as his body begins to lift up again. The blood on his robes that have been soaked in begin to pour out as his body lifts up out of the water. He seems to be pulled upwards and starts kind of grunting in pain beyond the pain that he was experiencing from his wounds. He was pretty quiet about them, but this almost seems like an existential pain. It's the end of his turn. Leo, as you're in the back and you've noticed that the creature goes away, I'm going to consider you out of combat.
Oh, it pulls back?
It did, yes. It pulled back into the water. The only one remaining. In fact, I'm going to consider us all out of combat. With this one just standing by in the water. If you do approach it, it will get violent. Or sorry, it's standing by in the hallway, not the water.
As it pulls back, Leo's gonna book it.
Around? Okay.
Yeah, he's taking the long way.
I see. I'm watching. Yeah, you've made your way around the dungeon back to the endless crevasse with all the floating tiles in the middle. Let me bring the camera up so we can get back to you. Okay. As you're standing in front of this open chasm with these floating tiles, some of them look sturdy, some of them not so much, some of them very much not. What would you like to do? Crasted is on the other side. You can't see him right now, but he is in this hallway right here.
Alright.
Bring him up so you can see him.
I'm not gonna see him from where I am.
I mean, you could from
Not
here.
without
So
the lighting in this map.
I'm imagining that
yeah.
that you know he's there.
Cool. Leo's gonna hop here.
Okay. That is a sturdy platform.
Hop here. Yep.
Reminder that these ones with the squares are visibly wobbly.
Yuppers. And then he's going to jump to this one.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to make a check for that. Please make an acrobatics check.
$15.
Okay, you land sturdily, despite the sand on it that's making you slip a little bit as you land.
Hey, Crested,
Yes?
catch me.
Catch you?
Like, I need to get past you, so, like, either you catch me and bring me in there, or, like, you move out of the way.
Okay, it might hurt.
I jump into Crested's arms.
Okay. I'm gonna have him do this. Oh, please make a acrobatics check, please.
I know I moved my token past him, but that's just... Oh,
I understand.
God damn it.
Okay. So his is on point. That's awful, you guys. So as you two are, as you're jumping across, you manage to slip, and Crested slips as you both are like grabbing onto each other. This tile here is one of the ones that appears sturdy, but is wobbling and starting to fall as you totally miss it, Leo, and Crested has to hold on to you as you start to sink down into the abyss. He grabs you just in time and falls backwards, and you tumble over him, and you are in place. It was only due to the combined. It was only due to the combined scores that you got that you stayed alive. I don't want to trivialize how risky that was.
Yes, it was extraordinarily risky. Uh, thanks, buddy. He does the thanks, buddy. Taps him twice, and then moves forward. Oh, Masker, hey, buddy. And then he gets into the pool and sees Samira and Muriel floating, half dead.
Muriel is very much half dead right now. As you're stepping into the pool, and as he's floating above it, his bloody clothes are dripping into the water, and as they do, the blood is cleansed from around it. You didn't see the whole scene, but the rim of the room is now soaked with red, and Muriel himself is looking panicked. He's starting to talk, but you cannot hear him. He's floating higher and higher above the water. You might have a chance to grab him or something, but he is going higher and higher to the ceiling, and he seems petrified.
Yeah, I'll jump and grab him. Like, what the hell? Like, get back down here. Why the hell are you floating in the air?
All right.
And why is Samira allowing this to happen, I wonder?
I don't know. Samira, you are out of combat, by the way. There's no more turn orders. So he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's nearly close to the ceiling, and Leo, I'm gonna need you to make an athletics check with disadvantage
Oh, goody.
due to how high he is.
This is not gonna go great.
You
double nine!
you try and reach up to him, and he's too far from you, and you're unable to grab him. Not even the tail of his robe or anything. He continues to panic.
I think hearing this going on behind me, I have been sort of like watching this creature to make sure it doesn't decide to try coming after us. But hearing that, Samira will turn back and sort of wade into the center and try to help.
Yeah, I need you to roll the same athletics with disadvantage.
Sure thing. That's rough.
You also fail. As the panicked Muriel looks back at you both with sorrowful eyes, and as his wounds seem to heal at the same time, he's trying to speak to you. You see his mouth move. Nothing comes out, and if you try to talk to him, he can't hear you. And as this is happening, he gets stuck to the ceiling, folds up into a tiny little ball, and implodes into the floating light that was sitting above you. Muriel is gone.
Well, shit!
Gonna
That's one way to
back
go.
up just a bit.
Mountain of Youth comes with risks.
That is unfortunate.
His blood seems to dissipate from the pool in front of you. There's no trace of him being present. He's not in the room. Almost seems like he never was.
Gonna carefully wade around the side.
Okay. We can't make a good spot.
Those things won't cross into the water. We need to rest.
Leo, do you respond to that?
Leo?
What? Sorry, I missed it.
Samira said, those things won't cross into this water. We need to rest.
Okay. Let's do that. As it kind of goes off towards this corner over here and just glares in the direction of the Grick at the end of the hall.
Yeah. You just like lay down as it or sit down as if you're in like a hot tub or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Leo, I think we should rest outside of the water.
Alright, where would you suggest we rest then?
This hall is as good a place as we're going to find.
Rather cramped, but indeed.
Okay. That's fine, I guess.
You all are currently safe from any present danger. Clear and present danger, if you like. And you're in this tiny cramped hallway between an endless chasm and a seemingly holy site that does something quite nefarious. On the other side are worms of a nasty sort. What would you like to do with your time in this little space?
Short rest, I guess. If we could long rest, that'd be great.
You're welcome to
But I
spend a
don't
day
think
there
that's
if you would
happening.
like.
I think we have to push for the
What time
for
of
the
day is it
8-hour.
technically?
You started pretty early in the day. I would say it's probably around 1 p.m., 2 p.m., something like that.
I think we're gonna have to push for the long rest.
I will make a note that
Okay,
you are in an unfamiliar and dangerous place. There may be creatures and other things roaming about that may have ways to move around that are unknown to you. You're not always safe in a place like this.
Nope, but Samira's pretty tapped out on all of her resources, and if we get into another fight with things that are casually hitting 23s, we will need those spell slots.
Yeah. I'm just advising you may want to prep and do some things to protect yourselves while you rest.
I can alarm, but I don't know how effective that's going to be.
Crasted doesn't sleep, correct?
Correct.
He trances, kind of like an elf. Not exactly like it. It's a different context, design or whatever. But he does get the 4 hours long rest.
Correct.
Okay. Does he need his chair to do that though?
No. That's
No.
so he essentially does a hibernation every few weeks in which he does need the chair. Because if he doesn't, he becomes slothful and unable to function. So it's not an everyday thing. It is a thing that he runs out of on occasion.
Got you. Okay. Well, yeah, if Crasted only needs 4 hours, we can probably, within an 8-hour period, I think we can get a full long rest in for everyone.
I can cast alarm if you want like a bit of an extra safety measure. That's the most I can do right now.
Yeah, alarm across the opening.
I will say Crasted is fine with sitting here at the edge. And can be consciously watching.
I think between alarm and rotating sleeping shifts, we should be able to get a long rest without all being asleep at the same time.
Where would you like to place your alarm?
Right there.
Okay. As you watch the entrance to the pool, and you cast a spell that will notify you of any presence. You seem a bit more comfortable
Samira might
after
have
doing
gotten-
so.
Samira might have gotten moved off the map there.
Oh, she did? What the heck?
Uh-oh. I don't know what happened there.
Oh, weird. I think I did anything. Alright.
I will unsummon Basker so he can go have his rest.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The good boy needs a break.
Yes. Alright. Anything else you'd like to do before heading to sleeps?
Samira will. She doesn't really know what Muriel's customs would have been, but she'll spend some time to do a little. Say a little prayer in her people's customs for Muriel.
I'd like you to make a religion check, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Noted. Thank you.
6. Alrighty.
As you fall asleep in the cave, in the dungeon, you hear the wind coming up from the chasm and on the other side of the hallway, as the air rushes up towards you and back down into it. The cold, strange water in the pond rippling and moving, perhaps with the motion of the celestial bodies above. And you fall into a nice, comfortable slumber. Did you light a fire or anything like that?
Uh,
no fire.
Leo's
no.
going to do some washing.
Okay.
He's going to use this semi cleaner looking water that's been blessed with holiness to clean himself from the muck he was in.
Okay. Yeah, morning comes and you wake up or I assume you clean up before you go to sleep, assuming how nasty you were.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay, so as Samira is like getting ready for bed, and she hasn't taken a plunge in the stuff, you can tell that Leo has stepped back into the water and is cleaning stuff. This gives you concern due to what has happened in that pool room. But you fall asleep anyway. Leo, you eventually get your clothes and armor clean and get yourself snuggled down into bed. The next morning comes uneventfully. Crasted is sort of leaned against the water here, or the wall here. I keep calling groundwater, I don't know why. And his legs are kicking over the edge, and he's just kind of humming to himself as his legs are dangling over the abyss. Just sort of lost in his thoughts. You all may do your long rest and be happy and healthy.
Huzzah!
Floor is yours. It is the next day. On that note, though, we should take a break, get some water and other things, a bio break, as you will. We'll be back in a short little bit. We'll have a small intermission and then get back to the game.
Alrighty.
Sounds good.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Zotian Epoch, episode 39. Our players have been bravely approaching this dungeon with the goal of obtaining a trinket for a person that they're wanting favor from. So, welcome on back. And our players have just taken a long rest in a tight, squeezy hallway, but they have managed to get through the night without any sort of scathed encounter. And it is the morning, and they are fresh and bright-eyed. Crasted is sitting over the ledge with his feet dangling over as he hums and kicks his feet about. You may have the floor.
Leo is getting dressed now at this point in time because I'm hoping all the clothes and stuff that were covered in muck and wash are dry now.
Yes, Mr. Burpee, they're mostly dry. You
I
are in a.
apologize for that.
It's fine. I'm just making fun of you. Also sorry. Yeah, they're mostly dry. You're in a cave where you're not getting sun or anything. They're gonna be a little bit damp still. World's most dangerous fetch quest. Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what are you thinking now, Samira?
I am thinking that we may as well just cross the bridge and be done with that.
Fair enough.
I think being down a member now, trying to fight our way through those things is
not a smart
unwise.
idea. Yeah.
As you speak this, Crested begins tying the rope around himself, just kind of listening in. Looks back and says, "Well, I'm ready to be anchor again."
I'll go first this time, and then we'll have an anchor on either side of the bridge.
Alrighty.
You want Basker involved at all?
Nah. It wouldn't be a good. He wouldn't. He wouldn't. He would only be able to assist, but I'm here so I can assist. If that makes sense.
It does. Samira, I'll trade places with you and Crested.
Sure.
As he steps back
Samira will.
Go for it.
Samira will absolutely take, as long as it takes to make sure her knot is secure. She's gonna tie the one end of the rope around herself.
Okay.
Now, just to let you know, I don't know what's beyond there. You go to the right, there's just a hallway, a turn, and then there's a giant space ahead. I couldn't tell you what's beyond there except that there was some noises.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
We got this bridge to deal with first, of course. Speaking of which, I got two more of these dex enhancements potions. Do you want one?
Yes.
Also, I have a strength booster. Do you want one of them?
Let's not use.
I don't use them very. I'll be honest. I'm not exactly what you would call the strongest person here.
Right, but let's hold on to that one in case we might need it later.
All right. Leo will hand Samira a dex enhancement so that they can have advantage on dexterity stuff.
Okay. I will take care of that.
Okay.
Just a moment.
I don't know how long they last. Is it an hour?
We'll say so.
Like if it's like the enhanceability similar to enhanceability potions.
Yeah. We'll say an hour. It's fine.
All right.
I'll take the first step.
How many did you have originally, Leo?
I had 3. Now I had 2. Now I have 1.
Okay, got it. So you're taking
Paid
your
a
first.
lot of money for them.
Yeah, I know. So I'm trying to be careful.
Yep.
So Samira, you take your first step. It looks stable, but as you stand on it, it begins to wobble. I'm going to need you to make an athletics check. Or sorry, acrobatics check. My apologies.
Okay. And this will be with advantage. Oh, that was disadvantage. My mistake. Let me ignore that one.
Please do. Alright. As you begin
16.
to... I see. As you begin to slip and slide a bit, you gain your footing, and you're totally fine and safe where you are.
It's the
This is
double
a...
squares are the solid ones.
No. Double squares are the most
Oh,
dangerous.
no.
They are the ones that are visibly fading in and out of reality as you look at them.
Okay.
It is the
Aim
ones
for the
with
circles.
Yeah, the circles are the ones that are for
Circles are
sure
safe.
steady.
Okay.
As they've
I
been
don't feel good
tested
about
by...
jumping from a. Yeah. I don't feel good about jumping from an unstable platform, so we'll take this the slow way and just
Yeah,
take one more step.
I don't recommend jumping. It'll be harmful to your dexterity checks. Go ahead and roll athletics again.
Did you mean acrobatics?
Yes. Thank you. I'm broken as hell today, but we persist.
15.
Yeah, so same thing. You start to slip a bit, but you gain your footing and you're okay.
We'll step on to the next platform.
Solid as a rock. Not a problem.
Okay.
The next one looks solid,
Yeah.
but you're pretty sure they're not.
Yeah, I can poke at it with my quarterstaff.
Yeah, as you do so,
Sense for it.
Yeah, as you do so, it definitely moves. It stays within your sight, but it does wobble around as if it's floating on water.
This might be the place where I could consider jumping.
Maybe. You have to consider the thing that you were jumping off of is not stable.
Well, this one is a stable
true.
one.
You are on a stable one, aren't you? Yeah, okay.
Yep. That's why I'm considering it now.
Understood.
Yeah, I think I'd rather bank on one check than several.
Okay. I imagine you communicate this to Crasted and he lets out some additional rope.
Yep, I get the slack that I need for this, and then I suppose I don't think it's meaningfully any different to jump here versus here?
It is actually. This is a further distance.
I suppose, yeah. Alright, I'll make the shorter jump.
Okay. We'll need acrobatics with advantage, please.
Is it 12 gonna do it?
It doesn't, unfortunately. As you leap across and you try and jump onto the sturdy platform, you begin slipping and falling. I'm gonna need Crested and Leo to make athletics checks.
What's Crested strength?
It's good.
Can I assist him?
Yeah, I need you both to roll athletics, so go for it.
Oh, okay. Oh, yay!
Fantastic. So Crested begins slipping, and his metal arms are digging into the or his legs are digging into the wall and ground around him as he's leaning back. The rope begins slipping through his hands, and he's trying to grab as best as he can. Leo, you manage to catch it and dig yourself into the ground. The both of you sort of forming a structure that cantilevers as Samira tries to jump to this and she begins falling down. Samira, you can do a sleight of hand to try and grab onto one of the floorboards here, the stones, and we'll see what the result is.
I'd like to make the argument for like athletics or something other than. I don't think sleight of hand makes sense here.
Do tell.
Just sleight of hand is about, how it's dexterous, but it's not catching yourself dexterous. It's card tricks dexterous, right? Like it's.
I generally view it as an action of moving your hands quick to grab something, which makes the most sense to me to grab the stone.
That is, yeah, very different understanding of what sleight of hand means.
Are you okay with rolling with this? Because I have another check after this to see what happens. It's a multi-point check.
I'll make whatever check you call it. I've made my case, but it's your call.
Okay.
So is it sleight of hand?
Yes, please. Excellent.
17.
As you make your catch, you're falling down the chasm. You slip off of this stone as your jump wasn't quite enough to land on it. You begin falling into the chasm as these stones sort of make way as you get down in. As the rope is pulling on you, you manage to grab the ledge here. And due to the assist from the others, you do not have to make a strength check to pull yourself up, as you have a firm grasp on this, and you are now here. And you've clambered yourself back up, and you have skipped the fall to the death.
All right. Well, I guess we'll do it again. Yeah, I still like the making one roll over, like, what would it be? It would be 2 otherwise. I assume the roll to actually step onto the there's no roll to actually step onto the other side.
If you were stepping from this stone to this stone, yeah, there wouldn't be no check. I will say that jumping is a more difficult check than just stepping across to the other stones.
Yeah, if it was from this one
Oh, yeah, no,
to
no
this
check.
one,
You're fine.
no check. Okay. All right, we'll take it safer this time and just walk.
Dex check with advantage, please. You're good?
15. Next one then.
Yep. Another dex check. Or acrobatics.
19.
Yep, you're all good.
All right. Stepping onto solid ground, I'm gonna sort of anchor myself, not quite all the way around this corner, but bracing myself on the corner.
Okay.
And then I will call back. Your turn, Leo.
Alrighty. Leo's gonna chug that last dex potion for safety's sake.
Okay.
Wait, maybe I shouldn't.
It's up to you. You do have a rope to assist you. You have 2 people on either side. There are a lot of tools here. You know which stones are which.
True. Leo won't drink it then.
Yes.
He'll just use the rope as a guide
Yeah.
and like hold on to it and whatnot.
Would you like to tie it around your waist so that when you walk you have to spin in order to keep it going on? Like a loop?
I mean, sure, I guess.
Okay. I'm just considering the situation. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Leo will take a step.
Dex check, please. Or, acrobatics.
8.
Okay. So the wobbly one is, or the one that you're on is a, what the heck? Okay. So the one that you're on, I'm just looking at my notes for what the checks are. As you are on that platform, you almost fall. You start to lose your footing, but you catch yourself at the very edge of losing your traction, and you're safe.
Okay. Next step then.
Okay, another dex check, please. Or acrobatics specifically, sorry.
13.
You are nice and safe.
And next.
There's no check needed, that's a sturdy platform.
Next. $15.
You're safe as well.
Steps onto the diagonally solid platform.
Okay.
And then steps off.
Sick, you are both safe. And I assume you assist Crasted across?
Yes,
Yeah.
I will get behind Samira and act as a bonus part of the anchor.
Yeah.
Okay.
After unraveling myself, of course.
Okay, so it begins to wobble under Crasted, and he catches himself, and he's all good. So I'll step onto the next one. Same thing. Manages to pass it. This one is good. Alright, so this one, he very nearly falls down, but catches himself, grabs onto the rope and the wall a bit, and pulls himself up. And this one he expertly passes no problem and is with you all. You've passed the bridge of death. Welcome to the other side.
Huzzah!
I'm not thinking about how we're getting out of this place. Just not thinking about it.
It'll be another 2 hours of bridge
there-
walking.
I'm gonna
Joke, it's a joke.
have a peek into this room.
As you do, please roll perception for me. Leo, do you do the same?
Sure. I know I heard some nonsense here last time.
Yes, you did. Have to undo
22.
these. Excellent. Okay. So both of you get a real good eye of what's going on in here. It's very bright. In the middle of the room seems to be a grassy field that is perhaps a garden of some sort. There are trees growing out in the middle as radiant light, not truly radiant, but radiant light is filling the room from a crack in the ceiling above, or what seems to be a crack in the ceiling. There is sounds of scurrying and nipping to the left of you. There seems to be a room over here. And you can hear something moving around in there with small legs. You hear crunching over yonder into the cavern itself in the garden. Above you is a large and ornate ceiling filled with a similar mosaic to what was in the pool room before. But this is cracked from the signs of age and perhaps battle as an intentional action to mar the facade of what was up there. Down the hall here, you can hear further rumbling in another room, seemingly coming from much larger beings. And directly in front of you is an open stone floor, much like the floor that has been in this dungeon so far.
Take one step forward, and I'll try my divine sense.
Okay.
Do I get anything?
Sorry, just a second. You do sense consecration over in the far end of the room from a singular source.
Alright, well, there's. I will relay this information to Leo. There is something consecrated on the other side of the room.
With the last thing that involved consecration that we were involved in, I'm not looking forward to whatever it is.
Just because a place is holy does not mean it is safe. But there are worse alternatives. I'll take another step forward.
Yeah. The room next to you seems to be scurrying with creatures. There's a large wooden door in the stonework below, in an archway. Out into the garden, you see trees and perhaps some sort of animal in the distance. It's hard to make out.
I think I will cautiously approach the open space.
Do you try and make yourself unhidden or unseen?
No,
Or
no.
do so quietly? Just cautious? Okay.
Just yeah.
As you approach,
I'm not,
go ahead.
I'm not hiding, just I don't know what kind of creature this is. I'm not trying to be threatening at the moment.
Yeah. As you're approaching from around the corner, and you're walking sort of in line with the tree in between you and this creature, you sort of step to the side to see past its branches, and it looks to be a deer, somewhat large, just munching on the grass in front of you. It has a white tail, and its face is down as it's chewing on the ground. Small antlers are poking out of its head. Doesn't seem to mind your presence. Or notice you. You're not sure which.
I will motion back to Leo. I'll sort of make a hushing noise and then motion for him to come closer.
He will walk quietly.
Quietly, do please roll stealth.
Okay, sure. $13.
You're quiet enough not to disturb anything. Leo, you would see much the same. Both of you, however, you've seen many deer in your life, and you're getting a bit of unease as you're approaching this. Things that have been seemingly kind have been seemingly disastrous as well in this space. You don't know the fate of Muriel, and that's on your mind fresh in this morning.
Leo will use speak with animals, I guess.
Okay. Okay, as you cast this, do you say anything from where you are?
He is listening first to see if there are any other voices from the noises that he can hear.
Oh, okay. So behind you and to the left of you, I suppose, or north on the map, is the scurrying of rodents, and you hear out, 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 let me out, 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 and they're just kind of chanting. To the right.
So there's some rat up this direction, basically.
Yeah. In that room that you just passed before.
Oh, okay.
Below you, or to the right of you, however, you hear the mumblings and rumblings of larger creatures complaining about not enough beer in these parts anymore. Ahead of you, however, the sound coming from the deer is not what you would expect the voice of a deer to be like. It's guttural, it's angry, and it's grumbling and cursing as it chews on the leaves that it hates to chew on.
So I hear some rats to the north saying they want to be let out.
Mm-hmm.
I hear some grumbling noises to the south?
Yes, another room down on the other side of the large atrium that you're in.
And they're talking about beer.
It's hard to hear, but yeah, you do make out some sort of complaints about lack of beer.
And this quote unquote deer here is grumpy about something.
Yeah, you could say grumpy. It seems full of hate, actually, as you're listening into its self-talk.
Leo will kind of give me sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah. He's going to kind of approach and be kind of to the side a little bit and just be like, excuse me, towards the deer.
Intruder. It turns its head at you, and the face of that deer is that of a pit bull dog. It's not a deer.
Oh, God.
Its teeth are longer than that of a normal dog. They stick out like a saber tooth past his jowls. It's drooling. Intruder. Meat. I want the meat. And I'd like
a bunch of meat towards it. Yeet!
And I'd like y'all to roll initiative, please.
Oh, God.
What's your worldwide? Why is the thing not working? Oh, it did work. Okay.
Ugh.
As this is happening, the beast begins looking at you and turning at you with furious eyes. It looks deep into you. Whence have you come from?
Outside?
When? Who leads this world?
No one?
And you will die. And I will.
Can we talk about this? Come to terms with, something.
Then I'd like a persuasion check, please.
Oh, God, this isn't gonna go well. $11?
That's not going to do anything well. Samira, you may assist if you would like.
Yeah. How would Samira assist here?
This thing wants to kill you. It doesn't seem concerned and looks at you with pity. Look, not even pity. It looks at you as if you were ants, insects.
Yeah. I think Samira will go with maybe intimidation here.
Okay. If you want to say anything to flavor it beforehand, that may affect the result. But yeah, go for an intimidation check.
I think she will sort of stare into this thing's eyes and say, "Come, test yourself and fall."
Nice.
So I will make the roll.
Yeah, please do. Thank you.
22.
Okay. If you were to be tested in this room, it would be beneath me anyway. What are you here for? Why have you disturbed me?
We come for
I should have you
an
killed, you know.
artifact.
Sorry, the
Have
intent.
us killed?
Yeah, don't worry about it. And the interruption was intentional in character. Sorry, I am not trying to be rude as a person.
No, you're good. You're good.
Cool.
The have us killed question is from Samira.
Okay. Yes, by my own hand or hoof or whatever I am cursed with in this time, or any of my other minions, whom you've presumably met and killed some. But I have armies at my command.
Where are these armies?
For you to know, whelp.
I've seen no army on the way in here. Only a few shambling dead.
Begins to look around, backs down a little bit. They are otherwise occupied. But know this corporeal form I take is not permanent. I'm not concerned whether you kill me or what you think is me.
What aim do you have that's kept you locked away here for so long?
I am protecting this. It nods its head back behind it to a pedestal that you can't really make out, but it looks to be behind some sort of um, statue that has a similar, or not statue, but like a art piece that has a similar design to what you've seen throughout the cavern. It's hard to make out what's on the pedestal.
Would it be a safe guess that that's our artifact?
You could presume that, yeah. I'm assuming you did. Sorry, go ahead.
What is it that you guard that keeps you and your armies so occupied?
We await the return of those who would destroy this world, and have.
I think Samira will, well, I guess it's, are we still on turn order here, or are we sort of
No, you're good, you're good.
on a break? Okay. In that case, Samira
The
will
intimidation
step,
worked, so you're good. You can step around.
step closer, just to the edge of the green here.
It doesn't mean
Say,
it can't reignite, but I'm saying you're good at the moment.
Yeah. Fine to move for now.
Yeah.
So Samira will say, I don't know of any such destruction. What can you tell me?
That is because you are a whelp, and you have no idea what this planet used to look like. That ocean that we sit by was once a great valley, full of life, full of people. It was removed.
And you removed?
Yes, removed. The entire valley. Gone. Out into the black.
Not destroyed, but moved physically.
It rolls its eyes. Yes, destroyed, pieces, scattered to the wind, as it were.
I am not from here. I have to forgive me for not knowing the history.
You do. It indicates at Leo. I doubt he does either. Both of you are clearly so young.
Leo will kind of get down, and on the ground he'll draw the symbol of the cult of the old ones.
Okay.
See if that registers anything in its head.
So you're in front of stone. Do you like draw it on the stone itself, or do you like dig it into the ground here?
Sure, he'll move forward a little bit and just be like, kind of draw it with a stick.
Is this a symbol you claim? Is this what you fly under?
No.
This is the symbol of those who would bring the old back.
It kind
Do
of
you
rears
recognize this?
it sort of backs up and it seems to be lost in thought. It can't rub its chin, obviously. It's a deer. Or a deer-ish thing. I do. I do recognize this. They are a disgusting clan. Hell-bent on the destruction of all. Enemies of anything decent. Has turned me into this monster you see before you.
So they are your enemies as well, then.
Some of the most despicable.
Then are we not on the same side?
I don't know your aims, I just
Enemies
met you.
of enemies. Enemies of enemies are friends, no?
Not all the time. Unfortunately, I used to think like that when I was a whelp like you.
My aim, as he kind of draws an X across it, is to eliminate this and all it represents. To
I'm gonna
bury
need
it
you.
under a mountain and incinerate it.
Can you make a perception check? Or not perception, persuasion, please.
Persuasion? Sure. This will go
Yeah.
great this time, huh? 9.
It squints at you. You talk a big talk. Again, what are you here for? Why have you disturbed me?
Came to seek an artifact that a compatriot of ours is looking for within these halls. Supposedly golden spider.
Do they use the same tricks as old? Is it difficult to see them and know when they come and when they go?
You're going to have to clarify that. What do you mean?
Your enemies. Oh, they're a cult now. Okay, I see. Hiding behind religion.
Cult of the oath. Yes, indeed.
Suppose that's why we wiped it out, but they've brought it back in its own way. They operate in the shadows, in pure daylight. You can be right next to them and not know that they are there. They can vanish at a moment's notice. They carry magical items.
He'll twist the ring of invisibility a little bit, and then turn it. He basically turns it on, and turns it off.
Yes, that. So I see you've liberated some from them. Well, that's good. And yes, they are up to their old tricks. And yes, this will assist in that. However, why should I give it to you?
What?
Because the enemy is great and we need all the power we can get our hands on, all the allies we can get our on our side. We may not want the same thing, but we at least have an idea about what we are looking for. Do you
Contemplates for a
wish
moment.
what is it your wish?
I wish to be
Perhaps
free
we
of
can come
this.
to an accord.
I wish to be free of this body. I wish to be free of this chamber, and this damnation, and I wish to have my army back.
Only some of that I can probably work with. Um, we don't know what you may be or what your body is in this instance. If nothing else, we can take you out of this chamber. We can take you out of these halls. That's the most I can do it when it comes to some of that. I cannot build you an army. I am not important enough for that. I'm trying to build an army of my own. I have some of what I need. I just need the other things.
I hear you.
Like,
Mostly money. I'm lacking in money.
Samira, you're gonna say something?
Well, technically.
funds may not be an issue. It's difficult to convince people to fight an enemy they can't see.
That is truly the biggest issue.
Does the
But
general public not know of this clan? Cult, whatever
No,
you
they
call
don't even
them.
believe it exists. They don't even believe it exists.
What has
And
happened to the
you and I
great
have
cities?
proof in front. What great cities?
The fortresses.
mm, whatever you knew before, much has changed.
It looks at the
Can
ground and
Leo tell him what year it is?
it, even if you did, it wouldn't translate to something he would understand.
Hmm.
It's
Do you
been too
know?
long.
Do you know how long you've been down here?
Years, maybe 100, maybe 200. I don't know.
Might even be longer, in all honesty. What you're talking about, great cities and fortresses, I've never heard of any of that.
Are there no
Has Leo
ruins?
heard of anything?
No. He said he spent some time describing some of the great cities that he is from and traveled to, some of the kingdoms. All of this seems wild and fantastical. The technological level, the sprawl, the absolute almost overpopulation of some of these things that he describes to you seem completely foreign and something out of a myth or a tale that you've heard around a campfire. At best.
Things you're talking about are myths at best. I've seen some ruins, old places similar to this, but nothing upon the scale of which you speak. Whatever all of that was, none of it exists. The most insane thing I've seen recently is a magical sort of uh, dungeon similar to this space that's able to teleport itself to a moon. It teleports itself to the moon. Is that right?
An asteroid,
Or
but
is it
yeah.
like not a moon?
It's not a moon, it's an
Asteroid.
asteroid.
Sorry,
But I mean,
a
to
small
your speech,
rock
it wouldn't be a
orbiting the
difference. I
planet.
don't think. Like, um,
It's true.
Upon hearing that, he
That's the
goes, "So some of them are still around. I'm afraid stone takes forever to dismantle and become unknowable. It's been far longer than I could have ever imagined down here." You can see trembling in the deer, the deer pit bull's body as its face sort of contorts, and it just kind of like you can
eloquence.
sense dread coming from it. The anger that filled that room, the hate that came from it is still there, but it now feels dread, and it's almost pungent in the air around you.
Can I roll an insight?
Go for it.
16.
What are you interested about?
Its demeanor, its feelings, its
It
the
has.
the the
Sorry, go
depth
ahead.
of like its vibes, if you will.
It's barely thinking about you, but it believes that it's acting in a way that its words are truthful and that your words are truthful. It seems earnest in its hate and its disgust.
If we
And
could, if we could bring you out of this place, what would you do?
it's hard to communicate in my form, don't you think? Disgusting and terrifying. I crave meat constantly. I would eat. I would eat. I would eat. I would eat. And then I would raise an army as best as I could and defeat them.
And then?
Perhaps rule the world, I'm not sure. Maybe go seek other
I'll
places.
say this. Ruling the world sounds like an exhausting time. That does not sound fun.
I was
You know how
trained
much
for it.
logistical not you know how much of a logistical nightmare ruling an entire world sounds like?
I do. I was trained for it as a child.
I feel so sorry for your childhood.
What
It
were
doesn't
you, if
respond.
I may ask? What were you
Rather not
before this form?
more like you. But I'd rather not get into the details. We don't know each other that well.
It's a question of practicality. If you had a form like ours before, it's possible there's someone who knows how they might restore it.
Possible. Seems the world has come to complete ruin. I don't know if anybody knows anything anymore.
Well, you certainly won't find out down here.
No.
It
You may.
seems
Go ahead.
it seems we may be able to help each other.
Perhaps. You can promise me passage to my power, to my glory, and to my body. I will go with you.
We certainly may need guidance on how to retrieve these things.
But of course,
I will warn you. I am sworn to strike down all tyrants. We share an enemy now. I hope we do not become enemies in the future.
If we do, I look forward to that battle. Cannot promise to not be a
Ooh,
tyrant.
a duel of the fates! Clapping his non-existent hand.
For now, though, allies.
You may look at the artifact.
Samira will nod and step forward slowly to check out what the artifact is.
Yeah. As you approach it, you'll see in a star-like shape a stone plinth surrounding a central pillar. It seems to be on some sort of dark, shiny stone. On top of it is a small pillow made of some sort of linen that has sat there for ages, somewhat moldy. The artifact on top of it is a golden spider with a ruby and orange red abdomen. The rear abdomen of it seems to have no animated qualities, nothing emanating from it. It's not active or doing anything. It just looks like a giant ornamental golden spider. About the size of two of your hands put together.
What we're here for.
Indeed. Do you want me to check it out?
I
won't. I will avoid touching it as much as possible. Just want to check out the plinth that it's on.
won't stop you.
Leah will go over and investigate not the spider itself, but the plinth altar thing that it's sitting upon, checking for traps, inconsistencies in the stonework, that sort of, stuff.
All right. Go for investigation, please.
Okay. Yeah. Natural one.
Damn. It looks like a plinth.
Well, I got nothing.
What a bad roll.
Yep. Absolutely the worst. I might as well have triggered it while I was looking it over,
Yeah.
if there was one.
If I was mean, I'd do that.
I'm assuming nothing trips off of passive perception either.
No. No.
You know what? Samira will just ask. Is there anything preventing this artifact from being removed?
What, spider? No. It's just a pillow.
Samira will trust this information and pick up the spider.
As you do, it has a nice weight to it. It's clearly mostly gold. It's very ornate, carved or molded or crafted in some way to look just like a real life spider. It even has articulated legs as you hold it up to yourself. It doesn't move or anything. It doesn't like it. The legs are like part of the casting, as it were. It looks like the thing that Avled did describe to you.
All right, well, this is what we came for. And I
Alrighty.
suppose with the undead dealt with, there's not an immediate threat to the theater. Though it's hard to say what else might emerge from this place.
It's true. We should definitely tell them that they should probably keep it locked off. Build a more consistent barrier. Close it off from the outside.
What
But I
about
think
those things you heard in the other rooms?
the one to the north sounds like sounded like rats, and they wanted to be let out. We can at least check the other spaces here. I definitely want to.
Asking our dearish friend.
Your dear friend.
Yeah, our dear friend. Sort of based on that information, what can you tell us about whatever else might be down here?
Not much. Captured souls. Some frustrated beings and frustrating bodies. Like myself. Or maybe they're just animals. I've lost track. It's been so long.
I suppose. It may be worth... If there are lost souls down here, trapped in other bodies, it may be that we should release them.
Leave that to you. Don't know them. Never been able to talk to them. Nor would I want to.
I gather they're not usually particularly good conversationists.
No. We are unable to speak to one another.
What do you think, Leo?
We can try and see what they're up to. I can't speak for rats, just so you know, like, rats are generally hostile in any way, shape, or form, and those guys want to be left out. I don't know what'll happen. And whatever was in the south is unknown. I couldn't tell you what it is. But they were talking about beer, so I mean, guess they can't be all that bad.
It might be worth investigating.
I do not disagree with that. I was thinking about investigating anyways. I think we should check that pathway to the south first, because I think I have a feeling I know where it might go.
Alright, let's have a look.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, that...
speaking to
Yep,
our
I was right.
speaking
What?
to our dear friend, Samir will just say, "You're welcome to come along with us, or we'll find you on our way out."
I will follow once the path is clear.
Alright then.
Behind this door, you hear a rumbling. Large creatures are bumbling about. Leo, you would still be able to hear them talking about beer.
They're talking about beer. Also, he points to the side that leads to the pool muck.
I figured as much.
I had a feeling. I was just right about it now.
Well, let's see if we can't make any more friends.
Fingers crossed.
Samira will step forward and push open the door.
Okay. As you do so, you hear as gorillas start picking up empty beer barrels and throw them at you as you open up the doors, and they scurry out, yammering and yapping as they run across the room and barrel out of the way, sprinting at full speed.
Tell them to be careful, Leo.
Hey, you guys, you should be careful.
And they run away. They didn't seem to hear you.
Well, hopefully they're not dead.
I'm gonna
Good.
follow after I wanna make sure, like, Leo will keep his distance behind them,
Okay.
so he's probably like closer to here, but he's like kind of following after them just to like see what they're doing.
Yeah. They go down the hallway, and you don't see them go into the bridge of abyss. But you hear squealing and screaming as they're faced with the abyss, and they come barreling back down the hallway and run across the other way. They're sort of panicking, trapped animal style, and then they run across the room the other way. You can hear splashing and gnashing and other types of screams as they have encountered the worms, and are engaged with them at the moment.
Leo will stand near the corner over here and listen and wait until the noises stop.
Um, the gorillas make quite a fuss and a noise as they are. You can hear them splashing and swimming and fighting and strangling. At some point, the noise does stop, but you hear the faint noise of as they are making their way down across the room and in the hallway. They seem wounded, but have made their way across.
Oh wow, they won.
That was.
They may not have won, but they didn't lose either.
Leo's going to yeah, it's probably not going to help too much, but he'll use the ring of invisibility, and he will just, before activating, he'll just like motion at Samira to just be like, wait here.
Okay.
And he will stealth around the corner. He wants to check on the condition of Wormy Boys. Ah,
Okay.
damn it.
I got you, no worries. Oop, that's not you. Okay. The worms are still present. They seem to be, you don't see any, like, floating up dead or anything like that. But they are swimming around and have clearly had some battle. You can see the fur of gorillas just kind of in clumps floating around in the water. There is blood on the other side of the room that wasn't there before. It appears that they may have escaped, but with significant wounds.
Well, the only downside is that they're headed outside into a theater.
Good point. Yep. Something to think about.
The
Wild gorillas at the festival. No.
Yeah, has Leo
Neither of you have ever seen a gorilla.
Leo
I'm just explaining it for convenience. You would be seeing these weird, bizarre, like, almost ogre-like beasts that, yeah, are unfamiliar to you.
Well, that was interesting.
There was a door they opened to let us in down here, right?
I'll just answer yes. Yes, there was.
Yeah, there was a
So that-
door, then there was the blocked passageway.
Yep. It was collapsed before it,
Yeah.
and then a door.
Yeah. So
Well,
there's something at least. Should we investigate the other room?
yes, but first, let's investigate this room. As Leo pokes his head and looks around in here.
Yeah. What you find is a bunch of broken and drinking barrels of beer. They're not. They're made of wood and have metal bands that surround them, unlike the standard clay pots that you are used to seeing. But it's very clearly some sort of storehouse. Perhaps the gorillas drank all that beer long ago.
Hmm. Is there anything of interest in here besides, shattered and broken barrels of
Oh,
ale?
investigation, please. Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
natural 20, 22.
Congrats. As you're searching around, you don't find much other than the residue of ale and shattered wood. Oddly enough, there's no mention of food, there's no feces from the animals or anything. However, the ground in front of you has been paced back and forth on for a very long time, and it's worn down into a smooth crevice shape. They've been in there for a very long time. You don't find anything else of significance.
Huh. Well, this was thoroughly pointless.
Door number 2?
Yep, door number 2. Leo's going to this time. Hold on. He's going to knock on the door.
Okay. Just the chanting
And he's
continues.
listening.
The out, out, let us out, out, I want out, we want out, out. They're just kind of changing up their rhythm and their songs, and they're just very focused on that.
I understand what you are saying. As he kind of talks through the door as I am avoiding trying to actively yell into my microphone.
Sure.
Uh,
Beast, a
we
beast,
will let you.
2 feet beast, beast. Here to slay, here to
Yes.
eat.
Neither?
We are not
As
eat.
long as you don't attack us.
Let us out, 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 out.
Peacefully, understood?
Persuasion check, please.
Persuasion check? Okay. Eh, 9.
Peace. Pieces of you. Let us out so we can have you for pieces of breakfast.
Leo steps back. He should probably step back a little further. And a little bit more. And then Leo will use Mage Hand and open the door.
Okay. As you do, rats begin pouring out of the room. Some very large ones indeed, and they come scurrying past you and start to rear to start nipping and attacking you. But they see that your dear friend is over in the corner, standing right behind you. They look with wide, rodent eyes and scurry off into the direction the gorillas went.
Oh,
They have
goody.
They have no interest in dealing with your dear friend. The room is open to you.
Alrighty. What's in here?
There is a purple and teal orb sitting on a stone plinth, sitting there, seemingly moving in a psychedelic pattern. Looks like a crystal ball that you have heard described before by Sebastian in your travels, in him discussing such magical items as he rambles on various subjects as you were going to bed on your travels. Other than that, you don't know what it is.
Can I investigate?
Yeah.
Natural
Yikes!
one again!
You're only getting 1s or 20s today.
Apparently, Leo's like, alright, this looks fine. He will take a, not a rag per se, but like a cloth or something equivalent out of his bag, toss it over the crystal ball. Because you don't want to touch something that you don't know anything about until
Sure.
after you get it checked out.
It's also pretty small.
So,
It fits in the palm of your hand. About the size of a tennis ball.
oh, that's tiny.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, he'll take it, wrap it up in a little, and tie it off into a little sack and put it in his bag.
Okay.
Well, I guess that's everything here. Does anything happen after I pick it up?
No. Just a moment. Let me add it to your inventory.
Okay.
I can figure out how to do that. What the hell? What? Isn't there a thing that I always... Oh, because I'm being goofy. I'll do it in a minute. I don't want to break the flow. So, you have this ball with you. You've explored both the rooms. You have a dear friend of sorts in tow. What would you like to do?
Well, man, this is gonna be a problem, isn't it?
What are you thinking?
Well, we're gonna have to take our new friend here across either the path full of muck and giant worms, or across the abyssal cavern of death.
Yes, that does seem problematic.
I mean, I don't know what we should do in this case, Like,
The deer
I mean,
the deer notices that you have the orb. Believe that is magic in nature. It may do something to assist.
opens it up.
The rag?
Yeah, the rag that it's in. Takes
Yeah.
a look at it.
Seems to swirl, like, you wouldn't be able to tell if it's magical just by looking at it, other than it's not something you've seen before, and it kind of glows and swirls with colors. Seems to be some sort of glass or polished quartz.
About how much does it weigh?
Couple pounds.
Okay, I can hold 5 pounds in a mage hand. Leo will hold it in his mage hand and poke it with a finger.
With your regular finger?
Yeah, with my regular finger.
It's like you're tapping on a stone. It has sort of a clinking noise to it. Nothing reacts.
So, do you know what this is supposed to do? To the dear friend?
I don't. I've never seen it before, but it looks like magic I've seen before in order to secure things or undo things or do things. It's somewhat of a tool.
I'm gonna go try something. He'll head down to here, and he'll like hold it out over like towards the bridge, like wave it around.
Yeah. Oops. Just mess myself up. As you do so, the bridge forms completely over the chasm. All the stones that were wobbly and fading in and out seem to stabilize themselves where you are. And the ground in front of you the chasm in front of you looks like the ground you are standing on. Suddenly you're filled with a concern that maybe all of the ground in this dungeon is like this. Regardless of that hesitant concern that comes up in your mind, it seems that the bridge has formed itself solidly.
Oh. So now there's a path for us to walk. Neato.
Yes,
That
it's
Okay.
is certainly a relief.
It seems to respond to the orb that you're holding. The runes behind you are glowing as you're holding it near them.
Hey, Samira, why don't you and everybody else cross over first? I'll stay over here for now.
I think I understand what you're thinking. That makes sense.
I am not on. Okay, yeah, that's. Never mind.
It's all full. All the squares are it's completely. You can't see the chasm anymore. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, it just
Samira
looks
will-
blocky.
Samira will step across.
I drew very poor squares over it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Samira, as you're stepping
I
across,
assume
it
you
feels
fit-
it feels solid, just like the ground you've been walking on.
She'll motion for Crasted and our dear friend to follow.
Yeah, Crasted steps across gingerly at first, and then begins clinking his way across. And then the deer also does. Sort of wobbly at first. Looks into this hallway, into that room, shakes his head, and continues walking. Leo, you're the only one on the other side.
Alrighty. Would you mind moving the camera a teeny bit?
Oh, my bad.
No, it's fine. Leo will cross to the other side.
Yep. And the bridge stays up, and you are holding your orb. And as you walk away from the bridge, down into the rest of the dungeon, towards the entrance, the bridge fades away as you get further and further away from it, Leo.
Okay. He will, just as a test, he will walk back towards the bridge.
As you do so, the bridge begins falling back in place as the tiles sort of come up from the abyss / out of a different existence and begin placing themselves nice and sturdy.
Neat.
This may be useful to keep around.
Especially if we encounter someplace that's similar to this. Well, let's get the fuck out of here.
Agreed. Where did those gorillas get to?
As you're walking through this room, you see that the path of blood goes from the lower hallway from where the skeletons are and where that jail cell was, and it goes into the theater. The gorillas are bleeding and heading out of the dungeon itself.
Out towards the door.
Yes. Presumably out into the theater or the wild or whatever happens when they do.
Let's catch up with them before they get into any trouble.
And no sign of the rats. As you exit this dungeon, you spent 2 days down here. found someone and lost someone all in the same time. Perhaps he is on to other things. Perhaps he's dead, who knows? You find your way back up into the basement of the theater. Things have been destroyed and thrown over, costumes laying on the ground, cabinets pushed around and shattered. There's evidence that the gorillas have been through there. And on that note, that's where we're going to end for today. Unless you had something to say there.
Problem.
So
I was thinking they would have closed the door behind us, but
they did. The gorillas busted through it.
Yeah, the door is noticeably shoved from the inside.
I understand.
Gorillas are strong. A measly wooden door that's
it was a stone door,
holding on together.
But still.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, a measly door is not going to stop a pair of gorillas. If those worms didn't stop them, the door sure as hell, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. So you're now standing in the basement of the theater, having made your way up the winding tunnels that lead to the dungeon you've been in. The gorillas you can hear them faintly in the town and like on the outside of the theater. You can hear shrieking coming from outside. And that's where we're going to end the session. Thank you all for watching Zotian Epoch episode 39. We'll pick back up in 2 weeks. Our schedule has had some modifications in which we may pick up on a weekly basis, depending on how we're all feeling. But you can count on us being every other week at the very least. Keep an eye out on Blue Sky for announcements, and this will be as a VOD on YouTube right after, as we're streaming on both sides. It'll be on Twitch for about a month. Thank you for watching and participating in our game, and we'll see you around. Take care of yourselves, and be well. Much love.
Bye.
Bye.